They say you can't build muscle while fasting, that skipping meals will make you weak, slow, and small. But what if I told you that fasting could be your secret weapon to getting lean, strong, and powerful without losing muscle, regardless of whether you're 30 or whether you're 50? Buckle up, because what I'm about to tell you will flip everything you thought you knew on its head. I'm Simon H., Muscle After 50 coach. Now, most people think that muscle building and fasting just don't mix. They picture shrinking biceps, plummeting strength, and a one-way ticket to skinny fat hell. But what if I told you that fasting on 4 consecutive days using an 18-6 protocol? Now, not every other day, not a little every day, but 4 structured days using 18 hours fasting and a 6-hour window. That could turbocharge your muscle growth while torching fat. This isn't theory. This is backed by science. Today, I'm going to show you why fasting for 18 hours a day for 4 days in a row is the ultimate cheat code for maximizing growth hormone, burning stubborn fat, and optimizing recovery. And at the end, I'll give you the exact workout plan that makes this method unstoppable. Come on, let's go. First, let's kill the biggest myth. Fasting does not mean muscle loss. Your body is an ancient survival machine designed to adapt and grow stronger under stress. But the way you fast matters. So why does the 4-day 18-6 fast method beat every other day fasting and the 16-8 fasting method when it comes to building muscle and losing fat? Here's why. More stable muscle growth. You see, muscle needs consistency. Every other day fasting messes with muscle protein synthesis by starving it on alternative days. The 16-hour everyday fast, that doesn't give enough eating time to fully recover before going back into a fast. But the 4 consecutive days now, that's a perfect balance, an extended fat burning window without sabotaging your gains. Max fat adaptation without muscle breakdown. Fasting for 18 hours on 4 consecutive days makes your body very efficient at switching between burning fat and burning glycogen, meaning that you can torch fat while keeping your muscles intact. Growth hormone and IGF-1 skyrocket. You see, after an 18-hour fast, growth hormone spikes, protecting your muscles while accelerating fat loss. IGF-1, the ultimate recovery hormone that rebounds hard during your eating window, helping your muscles to grow. This balance is why fasting correctly can get you shredded without sacrificing your strength. And number 4, it stops that cortisol roller coaster. Now, every other day fasting, cortisol spikes, increasing that muscle breakdown. That daily 16-hour fast, now that's not enough time for a metabolic shift to get that maximum result. Now, 4-day fasting, wow, your body adapts smoothly, keeping cortisol in check while boosting muscle growth. This is why guys who fast every other day look drained and flat, while the people that use this protocol, they look jacked and lean. Alright, so we all know that fasting alone isn't enough. You need the right training stimulus to make it all work. And that's where slow motion or high intensity training, aka SHIT, comes into play. Here's why SHIT crushes every other workout protocol while fasting. Regular weight training burns glycogen faster, builds higher levels of fatigue, and it is likely to put you at more risk of catabolism if you're doing too many sets and repetitions. SHIT uses slow, controlled reps to extract every ounce of muscle activation. 1 to 3 sets to failure per muscle group is all it takes for maximum growth while keeping fatigue at minimum. You don't need to spend hours in the gym. You just need a smart, strategic approach that forces your muscles to adapt and grow while keeping your cortisol in check. Here's the brutal truth. You're either training with purpose or you're wasting your time. This setup is built for results, not excuses. 2 hardcore workouts. Workout 1 is that lower body, chest and triceps. Workout 2 is your shoulders, back and biceps. No fluff, just intense progressive overload and calculated recovery. Here's what a quick 4-week workout layout looks like. As you can see, each muscle group gets time to fully recover. And between those 2 hardcore workouts, you're getting a functional training session to hammer your core, reinforce stability, and move in multiple planes like a real athlete. Not one of those old school stiff lifters. Want to train fasted and still feel like a beast in the gym? Well, here's a supplement stack to make it all happen. Creatine, you're going to use 3 to 5 grams. That is for strength, endurance, and recovery. HMB, you're going to use 3 grams. And you're going to use that to prevent muscle breakdown. Beta-alanine, 2 to 5 grams. Now that's going to buffer acid in your training, especially if you're training in that 60 to 120 second zone, which you will be if you're using the shit training method. TMG, 2.5 grams to 3 grams. Now that's for your hydration and methylation. Electrolytes. Forget the sugar, you're just looking for that sodium, potassium, and your magnesium. And baking soda, 1/2 to 1 teaspoon. Now that's going to be an acid buffer, and that's going to give you that extra stamina. Now this combo turns your fasted workouts into a metabolic inferno. No energy crashes, no muscle loss, just raw horsepower. Now, on your non-fasting training days, you can revert back to using whatever pre-workout you were using before. You just trained fasted. So now what? Well, the way you break your fast will determine whether you build muscle or store fat. Okay, so on fasted training days, your focus is on feeding that muscle straight after your workout. So what we want to be doing is focusing on protein, lean protein, such as your whey protein or lean cuts of meat. Save any fatty pieces of meat for meals after your post-workout. But for this one, what our focus is lean, mean protein with some quick carbs to replenish glycogen stores. We also want to replenish our electrolytes. So we really need to be getting in some Himalayan pink salt, Celtic sea salt, or some coconut water. Why? Because post-workout you're very insulin sensitive. Your insulin sensitivity is going to be high, meaning that carbs get driven straight in to the muscle. Now, how you break your fast on non-training days is very important, especially if you want to get jacked while getting lean. So what you want to be doing is you want to be prioritizing fat over carbs for your first meal. This is why. Number 1, stable blood sugar and energy. You see, after fasting, your insulin sensitivity is rather high. Now, consuming fats first prevents a sharp insulin spike, keeping blood sugar levels steady and avoiding energy crashes. Number 2, fat adaptation and metabolic flexibility. Since fasting promotes fat burning, eating healthy fats like your eggs, your avocados, and your nuts helps sustain that metabolic state instead of abruptly shifting to carb dependency. So what about cardio? Well, if you have fat to lose, you want to be in that shredding mode. Your key focus is going to be fat loss while building and maintaining muscle. Now here's your cardio strategy. More movement, low intensity, and some strategic HIIT training sessions. The end result? You'll burn fat while keeping muscle dense. And by the end of the week, you'll visibly be feeling and looking a little bit leaner without sacrificing any strength. Now, if your focus is building muscle, you want to be training in gorilla mode. Now, your key focus is going to be to pack on muscle while staying lean. So your cardio strategy is going to be different. It's going to be less overall work, just enough to support recovery and good health. So regardless of which protocol you're on, whether you're strictly wanting to build muscle or you want to build muscle and lose fat, remember, protein is the king-a-ding-ding. Okay, so if you've got no idea what a shit training session looks like and you want a ready-made workout video follow-along program, the link is in the description.
We interrupt this program to bring you an important announcement.
When you download our free cheat sheet, not only will you discover the secrets to transforming your body and your life in your 50s faster than you ever imagined, you'll also discover how to gain muscle in your 50s. This will shock you, not only because of how easy it is, but the speed at which you'll see results. You'll also find how to lose weight in your 50s. We'll reveal the method that completely flips everything you thought you knew on its head. No fad diets, no grueling cardio sessions. And if you've been feeling like a dead car battery, it's time to get your energy back. We'll show you how. Now, the link for this free cheat sheet is in the description.